Hey, good morning everyone. Tiffany here from Southern Gals Designs. Yes, I know it's been a while since I have put a new video up. I have been extremely busy. Went on my cruise that I told you guys about in the last video. Had a wonderful time. 7-day cruise. In the meantime, there was a flood that came through while we were gone that we had know nothing about until we actually called back home and found out. Thankfully our house did not get flooded. The water made it all the way up above the mailbox but did not flood our home, so that we were very blessed in that avenue. Then I had lots of work stuff. I was in a competition at work, and I was in Atlanta one week, Biloxi one week. It's been crazy. So I have still managed to be able to have a little creative time in between all of that. Thankfully that's my avenue to kind of be free and be able to do my little thing. So I haven't actually put a video out because of time constraints, as well as, you know, I don't know if it's style or just the way I create is very intuitive. I don't have any preconceived idea as to how I want to create or what the end result will be. Typically I have some type of idea, like I do the documented life series, and so there's a prompt every week. So, you know, I use the prompt, but other than that I have no idea. So one of the reasons is because it's so intuitive that I don't even know where it's going to go, and I have not felt like anything that I've done has really been all that great. And so this morning I'm actually doing the Life Book 2014 series that is out, and I have not really been following along per se, as far as I've watched all the videos I think to this point, but it's actually creating through the process. No, I like to watch the process and then kind of interpret and use that, and you know, practice with whatever skill that they're teaching. And one of the things that they've been talking about quite often in the past few videos is talking about being intuitive and letting yourself be free and just kind of embracing that. And so I thought, you know what, it doesn't really matter if anybody likes it or if I think it turns out great. I think we all have pieces where we don't necessarily isn't our favorite, because it's such a big part of growth and developing. And you know, really when it comes to art journaling, if nobody ever sees it, I'm okay with that. So really my purpose is to just kind of share, and if you like it and you find something interesting about the process that you could use in your art, then that's great. Otherwise, if you don't watch it, then I understand that too. So enough of all of the talking this morning. And as my husband says, when I wake up in the morning, if I get up pretty early and if I'm in my zone, if I feel something that I need to get down on paper, then I do so. So I've been up since about 6 this morning and grabbed a cup of coffee, and something in my spirit, something in me just said get in the studio and get to putting something together. So I put together a canvas. Actually, I've got a background drying this today that I might end up showing you guys later. But one of the prompts this week was, and every week is a different prompt. Some of them I've completed and some of them I just haven't had the inspiration for. It was about using sewing thread, floss, embroidery thread, whatever. I got a sewing machine that I got on Craigslist, a little classified resale thing, for 40 bucks, brand new, never even taken out of the box. So I've been playing with it. I do not sew actual fabric because, well, that's just, I've never explored that avenue. My mom is a fantastic sewer, and I leave that to her. So here's some pictures of my week from last week. My birthday was on the 21st, so I documented that. This one I don't even know. I'm not through. I don't even know where I was going. That is my cash out, 4 cents. Yeah, when I do it in the casino, I do it big. So, just, you know, try to document. This one is not through. This one, I haven't. This was actually on our trip to Honduras and Belize and stuff. So, this was about our favorite shoe, my favorite shoes. I love bold. Nobody would ever think that. I love bold, and of course pink's my favorite color. My little puppy, she's growing up. She's now 70 pounds and 6 months old. Yes, she is ginormous. So just, you know, kind of where I'm at. And the prompt this week was actually houses. It was like, I think it said sketch, paint, whatever your own house. So when I created this, you have to add tip-ins is what they call this part where you actually create and I put some jelly prints pages in there. I did some plain pages, and I think the one that this is on is like was like really bold and purple and teal and had butterflies or something on it. And this morning I come across some of the printed tissue paper for patterns, and I just said, you know what, I want some really good texture on this. So I just slapped it down on here with some Mod Podge. So grab a cup of coffee, grab you some tea, grab you a glass of water, whatever, and let's get to creating. I don't know if I really want to gesso over that, or if I want to just get some acrylics going. You know, I always use the cheap stuff. I'm using the, this is Apple Barrel acrylic paint. And I'm just going to kind of see where this all goes. On vacation. You always go on vacation. Blah, blah, blah. And I do take a few vacations, and I am blessed to work in a place for a long time. And so I have got lots and lots of vacation time that I've accrued over the years. And so I really do have a lot of vacation to take. And when I was growing up, I did not, my mom worked very hard, and so we didn't actually have vacations. So we didn't get to go on family vacation. She owned her own business, and she worked very hard to, you know, have the things that we had. So we didn't necessarily have the extra money, nor did she have the ability to leave her business and go on vacation. So when I got older and was able to support myself, I just started saying, you know what, I'm going to do my very best to go on vacation as often as I possibly can. And so I do try to do that. We have to pinch pennies and live like a normal American does, but I do try to keep, we call our vacation fund. I try to keep a little something in the vacation fund, and hopefully, if our pennies are right, I will be able to actually go on this same cruise with my mom in August. The past 2 years, I have tried to go on a vacation, take her on a vacation, since she didn't have the luxury of doing so on her own. Take her on vacation for her birthday. So, I hope that we'll be able to go on that cruise that we just went on again in August. And yes, I know it's hurricane season. Sometimes you just have to live on the edge. That's when you get the best prices. So, because we're probably the only people who go. No, I'm just joking. There's lots of people that go on that cruise. So, okay, and all I'm really doing is just painting with my fingers and kind of giving you the thoughts of sky, and with the blue and then the green, and just kind of And like I say, I have no idea what I want to do. I know I have to include a house, but that's about all I know. Before we go to our next layer. I just had some collage elements over here on my workstation, and I'm going to use a few of those in this too. Funny story. Well, it's not really that funny. It was very upsetting earlier, but I managed through it. I was sitting here getting everything ready. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make a video today. And I'm just going to do my thing. And so I got the camcorder out. And I got the tripod. And I'm all getting ready and set up. And moving some stuff around so I could have things close. And just, you know, your normal stuff. And all of a sudden, my thing, my little container over here, which is just a little, I don't know, something you buy at Walmart, like one of those 3 tray things, plastic things. It tumps over all of my acrylic paint, which was on the top. Not all of it, but some of it came out. So I'm trying to pick it up, and I'm like, crisis averted, you know, no big deal. I've done this a few times. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. Well, I started picking it up. Well, in the meantime, it did freak my dogs out, and so they were scared to death because of this big thud, right? So I'm sitting here picking all the pieces up, and realized that the Mod Podge, this said bottle here, actually spilled out inside the flipping thing up there, the box itself, and it's all over the ceramic tile in my studio. And needless to say, Mod Podge is not very easy. And not only that, but that bottle was like, I don't know, $9.99, $7.99 something. And not the entire bottle, but it's a large amount of the bottle is now and trust me, in my house, in this studio, my dogs are in here all the time. There was no way I could try to salvage it. Because trust me, I did think about it. But yeah, the dog hair just, there was no way. So now I'm in a pickle because I am almost out of Mod Podge. But I said, you know what? Nothing is going to stop me from doing this video today. I'm going to get it done. And now let me, I'm going to stop filming just a minute and go over here and dry this and just kind of get my thoughts together as to how I want to go from here. I'm back. I think, yeah, I'm recording. Okay. So, I was at Tuesday morning, and they had these Claudine Helmuth Studio acrylic paints. And so I thought, I haven't used them yet, and they were like $1. So I said, why not? Let's have a little fun with that. Let me I want to put a little gesso. I just want to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm getting messy today. Alright, so let's see like how these little things work. Okay. Maybe clogged up there. You know, at the beginning of the year, I said, I'm not going to buy a lot of art supplies. I have all kinds of stuff. I just need to use what I have. Well, let's just say it's May and that crap is out the door. I have bought a silhouette. In the contest that I was talking about at work, we won gift cards to wherever we wanted to be. So I had mine to Amazon, because who doesn't love Amazon, right? So am I in frame here? Okay. So I did my little things to Amazon, and so they had a deal of the day. I was actually in Atlanta, I think, on Amazon, and it was for the silhouette. And I have a friend, Miss Shelly. Hey, Shelly. Her and Leah, another friend. Hey, Leah. They are on Your Paper Pantry, which you've seen some videos that I've done about swaps through there. And they, you know, have just been raving about how great the silhouette is. And so I thought, you know, I'm an all-in kind of person. If I get to doing something, I don't do it just a little bit. Like when I started making lamp work beads, no, Tiffany doesn't just go to the studio and make them. Tiffany buys the entire studio from a lady and drives 8 hours to get there. I'm an all-in kind of girl. It's no halfway, as my husband says. You're either in or you're not. So, I said, oh, what the heck, it's been marked down $60-something today. You know, if you're going to buy it, now's the time to do it. It does so many different things. You know, da-da-da-da-da. So I'm justifying it, if you haven't got the gist of that. Justifying buying the machine. So then I'm ecstatic waiting on it. I'm a Prime member. So I am just waiting, waiting here for the silhouette to get here. Well, let me tell you, that machine is amazing. And I'm very, very happy to say thank you for Shelly and Leah telling me all about it, because that is probably one of the best purchases of 2014. The other one that I have recently I got for my birthday, is the Canon selfie printer. So in the Documented Life, there is a group of ladies on Facebook, the Documented Life ladies. They have a group on there, and so people were talking, and I took one of their online classes about planner pages or whatever, and so they had all of these cool, that's when I really started getting the whole Documented Life. They had all these cool little pictures that they had printed from Instagram to incorporate into their Documented Life. Kind of an altered way of, I guess, scrapbooking. So I'm like, what in the world? You know, in today's society, we use our cell phones, or at least I do, to take pictures of everything, because you don't always have a camera with you. And my mom lives about 2 hours away, and so I'm always sending pictures to her, like, Mom, check this out, this is where we are, you know, what do you think about this, how's these new shoes, da 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 da. So I always have my phone, and I always take pictures with it. Well, I had no way to print them out. The printer that I have is not that new. And so anyway, the long and short of it is I bought the selfie Canon 9010 or 910 or something like that, and it is unbelievable. It connects to your phone, your iPad, your whatever, and you can print them out. Here's a few pictures. Can you see that? I did them like 2x2. Oh God, that's me in my bathing suit. I did them in like 2x2s that you can print them out. That was my birthday supper. I had crab legs. I do love to eat. Everybody needs a picture of the cupcake that you had on your birthday. So you can just print them out really easily, really quickly, and it is fantastic. So, no, they did not pay me to say that. I'm just talking. Going over here to heat these dots up so I can dry them really quickly. And I'm still thinking about how I'm going to incorporate, yeah, I'm in front. I'm going to incorporate the, turning my book here, the house thing in there. So I still haven't 100%. And I want some more orange just to kind of pull from the other side of the book here with the orange. And I think I did this with like some excess jelly prints. Sometimes if I have like extra stuff, paint or something on my jelly print or my roller, I clean the roller off in the book. And I think it was that, and then I put some gelatos on it. And I'm just mixing this with my finger and making some little loopy things. Scallops, whatever you call them. I have no idea who I expect to be able to read this documented life when I am 80 or something. But whoever comes across it, I hope they say that that girl was pretty cool and she lived a very fun and fulfilling life. So you only have one life to live. You might as well enjoy it. So I want to use a few stencils. And oh yes, by the way, my silhouettes is fabulous because you can also make your own stencils. This is not one that the Silhouette cut, but this is. This is one that the Silhouette did cut. And can you see that? Oh, let's see. Maybe you can see it now. It's clear. But it's like little leaves or something. So I just love that thing. It's so cool. And you get to do all kinds of stuff. So now I can make all kinds of stencils. Which I'm loving. I hope y'all can see this in there. The texture that tissue paper. Flip. I just got the wrong color on mine. And I'm just using a makeup sponge that you can get at the dollar store or Dollar Tree or whatever you have. Is all I'm doing, and just dotting. And that looks pretty good to me. Decisions. I got this stamp, and it was like really cheap, like $1 at it's a Prima stamp at online on Joann's website. And so I got it because I love the little, it's like a little I don't know, little mesh thing. And so it's by Prima, and it's out of the Finabar collection, I guess, that she created for them. And so I'm just gonna do a little marks with it. And I don't use a lot of acrylic things. I got a little green on there, but that'll be alright. I don't use the acrylics with it. I just kind of roll it and, you know, do it. And that's the Stays On ink that I use, so it'll be waterproof. Alright, I'm going to heat this up and let it dry just a second, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I've done a little heat setting, so I should be able to move forward from here. I was trying to find a Sharpie pen that might actually write. We went to the beach yesterday, and I have a little bitty, not the travel bag that I showed you before, but a small one that I just take like watercolor, sketch pad, that kind of stuff. And it's still in the car, so I'm just gonna work with it. Okay, I think I'm ready for the house. And I have done before, I have actually created a house with kind of collage paper that I did on a travel journal that travels around, which I haven't got back, so I'll definitely make a video whenever that comes back. But in one of the most recent swaps that I was in, they had, we did a jelly print swap. So you did jelly prints and mail, you know, shipped them to the other person, and it was very cool. My person loved everything that they did, and that was from, I think it was Kai who I did this with. But I'm just trying to pick out some prints that I think may go good with the color, and I'm kind of liking this because it's got the orange and the blues and stuff. So let's see. Again, don't really know what I'm doing here, what I'm gonna do, but I do like that bold color in there. So and I love to tear paper. I'm not a big cutter because I can't cut straight. So I can't tear straight either, but I think that's part of the fun. So just going to tear my little house up. All right. I like. Okay, so what do I have to stick this stuff down? Let's use this glue stick right here. And I still don't think I'm 100% on the background. I'm going to still add 2. But I want to kind of put this down. We'll add some doodles and mark making stuff and all that. Yeah, I like that. And you know, I've been challenging myself to use colors that I never use because everybody knows that my favorite color is pink. And I've been trying to move into more, whatever I'm uncomfortable with, trying to kind of challenge myself to use that or incorporate it. Orange has never been my most favorite color ever. I'm beginning to like it. I like the bold oranges and yellows a little bit more now. But my true love, that will always be my true love, is my pink. So okay, that looks like a pretty cool door to me. Hey, and if you guys use or a pen that will write over these acrylics and stuff and not get all jacked up, I have used these ultra fine tip Sharpie pens, and I can mutilate them in a matter of days. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I just don't know, but it's not working for me. Thank goodness they're relatively inexpensive. So little doorknob thing right there. Maybe he should have a little window in his little front door. I pictured that a gnome lives here, or a fairy creature. That would be really cool. I think I'm going to have to add a little paint to this. A little paint. creating and doing your own little thing. I really like that. No judgment, no, just you and your paints. And now all of you guys, since I am sharing this with the world now, but you know, that's okay too. I think you know, in my job and in my life, I try to teach and inspire and motivate others to be better than they were the day before. And so that's kind of my philosophy. And so I feel like if I am not the most talented creator that you'll find on YouTube or anywhere else, but I hope that somebody somewhere gets something that either inspires them or makes their day a little brighter. So that's the reason that I am on YouTube. And I was encouraged by Shelly, which I spoke of earlier, to just do it. So that's what I'm doing, just doing it. You know, if we live in fear our whole life, we'll never grow or develop to be anything more than just what we are today. So I got these cool Sharpie pens at this. We have this place that's like a, it's called a liquidation place, but I guess they, I don't know. These were brand new in the package. I don't know where they get this stuff from, but it was the glitter paint water-based pens, and I'm in love, especially with the pink one. It is so freaking awesome. And they were like $4, and you can get them online or at your office supply place. It's going to be like $8, according to what I found out on my Shop Savvy app, to know if I was getting a good deal or not, because I actually don't recall ever seeing these. So in this, I'm just doodling with my white jelly roll pen. Oh, I don't know if you guys hear that, but it's like a it's a bullfrog outside my window. Because we live on the water, we have those things come up crazy all the time. I've named a few of them. They're our little outside friends. I name everything though, so I don't guess. I don't know if that's weird or not. Okay. I thought I had, I guess I don't. Is that dry? Not yet. Oh goodness, my stomach's growling. Man, when I wake up in like a zone or a inspiration or whatever you call it, and I get to going, food can wait. I just capitalize on that feeling of just getting in here and getting stuff done. But I am going to have to take a break whenever this video is through and actually eat, because my stomach is reminding me that it is past breakfast and it's hungry. And I found this cool pencil at that same liquidation place that is really cool, and I have it in my water bag too, I guess. But I'm probably going to go back and just doodle and add and, you know, just play and do those things that you do when you're just playing and being judgmentally free and being intuitive, and wherever it takes you, it takes you. So guys, this is pretty much where I'm at right now, and like I say, I probably will, well, I know I will, I know me, I will probably go back, no, I will go back and I'll actually add, doodle, whatever, create something, and add some, probably some more, texture, maybe a little bit. So thank you so much. I'm glad to be back. I hope that life allows me to be able to post more videos, and I thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.